Kamresh. Kadem Kamain.
If there was something that would have made me run away as fast as possible, is the celeb thing, but I won't lie to you, I never saw it.
Naonaga kadem nikasupu lakini hashtag nimenimaliza. Amejita God's girl.
And I'm forever grateful to submit under you and to be your helper. I would never choose or trade you for anything.
Marriage, kukana aka kadem. Hiyo ni moto my friend. The only thing nataka kuchange saa hizi. Tumapacha hivi alafu just
My name is Edna Young. I am, before anything else, I'm born again, and Christ is my personal savior. More to that, I am married, proudly married to this handsome man I call my priest and my head. And then the other thing, I'm a mother of one, our son, he's called Naden. And above everything, I just love God. And I'm serving God together with my husband. Yes, at Maximum Miracle Center. Yes.
My name is Edna Muiru. I'm a proud husband and father to one. Apparently at the moment, I'm a husband to one, which will remain that way permanently, but a father to one, which will not remain that way permanently. Yeah. And again, I'm born again, serving at Maximum Miracle Center, TV director by profession, and what else? We have an entertainment company called. I do sound, we do sound, screens, lighting, stage, and all that. Then she does decorations and all that. So we are into the entertainment world, which is at some point awesome and encouraging. At the same time, we also have a studio called Melmax. Melmax is named after what people used to know us for. That's Maximum Melodies. So the other way, Melmax Studios. So ilikuwa alafu ikakufa kidogo, alafu sasa imefufuka. It's back. Yeah. Who looked for who? Who looked for who?
Tuseme ukweli, who looked for who?
Well, mimi niko kwa simu. Ni strange, lakini kila mtu ajaribu style yake. Me, I'm on my phone. I'm now introduced to Instagram for the first time. I'm like a month old on Instagram. So I'm checking out my Instagram account. Guys know, 100, so guys are following. I'm like, okay, nice. So this particular day, ngome katokea. Yeah, sijui kama ni Major Man nani alitoa ile ngome ya double tap. So hiyo ngoma imehit, because one of the ladies in our church, double tap ni nini, maze walinichekelea mpaka wale alicheka, ndio akaniambia ni Instagram. So mimi kwenda Instagram naona ni ku double tap ndio ipate. So sasa jana ku build interest, then naona akadem kagani hivi kasupu hivi, naona akadem ni kasupu lakini hashtag nimenimaliza. Amejita God's girl. Sana na warembo kujihusisha na Mungu vidipi hivi ni ngori kiasi. It's hard. So I go to the Instagram, I look at the profile, I'm like, wow, this chick looks nice. Wow, she's beautiful anyway. So the next time I request follow and then I'm accepted. I'm like, definitely. Uwezi kata. After all. So, on a lighter note, so I'm checking out the accounts. So daily when I post something, I realize, she liked. She liked. Okay. But now the amazing thing, later on coming to discover, she doesn't even know who I am. She knows Maximum Melodies and all that, but she's not into the celeb thing. And when she because she had a thing about celebs, and she was like, these guys are like. So mimi Salen nilimu-approach for the first time, siku-approach ka Salen. Nilimu-approach like a guy, a normal guy, without the status issue in it. And I was like, I love the hashtag God's Girl. We are online, and I did something crazy. I went now to Facebook. Kumbuka, I don't know how to use Instagram well, so I don't even know there is an inbox on Instagram. So I go to Facebook, I find her, I enter Messenger, and I tell her, this is my number. If you want us to communicate, this one will be easier.
Kesha.
Yeah, I invited her for a Kesha, by the way. We had an overnight meeting called Jesus in the house. So she comes. I'm like, oh, awesome. And she came.
I didn't come the first time.
Yeah, after some time, she came. So we began communicating. Then this particular time, she was going to Mombasa. And I saw she's going to Mombasa, and I asked her, how are you going to Mombasa? And Akanambia, and she's using a bus. So I'm like, which bus? Do you even know River Road in the first place? Because all the buses going to Mombasa are, yeah. So I'm like, do you even know where the buses are being boarded? She's like, no. I told her, no problem. I'll work it out for you. So I went, bought the ticket for them, and sent them to her office. And she's like, I have to refund them. Like, no, it's just a ticket anyway. So apparently when she was going to Mombasa, we were also going to Mombasa to open up our church. We were shifting to a new premises in Maximum Miracle Center, Mombasa. So that's when we met for the first time live at Mombasa. It was her birthday. Now she was telling me later she was making resolutions in her life. And now when she's making resolutions, I am here as a resolution. So cutting long story short, we met in Mombasa for the first time. We were not dating, we were just good friends. We met as friends, and at that time we talked, then we exchanged numbers, then we came back to Nairobi. 2 weeks later, that's when we went for our first date as friends. Yes.
And from there, we started being friends, we became friends, and friendship, dating, and we are here now. We are here.
Yeah, we are here, lakini nimekumbuka hiyo do. Ticket moja ilikost I think 25. Ilikuwa VIP. Ilikuwa basi VIP. Ilikuwa ni mash. So VIP mbili hiyo ni 5k, so
na
madam,
keki yenye nilikula.
Keki hapana, keki hiyo ilikuwa treat. Nonga kuhusu hiyo refund. Era ndio nikumbusha, hiyo lazima uniseti. Hiyo lazima unirudishie. Naweza sema the first time nili meet kama kwanza coast, I'm very observant na muaga na pick up characteristics za mtu. But hiyo when we met in Mombasa sikuwa na pick up ati kama wife, just a friend. Unaona, expanding your horizons na network na nini, just a friend. So the first time after hiyo siku ya Mombasa, nikasema nikitaka kujua dem zaidi ndio nijue hii God's Girl ni hashtag ama ni ukweli. So tukamit date the first time. So vile tulikuwa tunaongea nikaona mazee dem akona character poa, because one of the things kuna vile unaweza meet na mtu for the first time, as much as ana play humble, ushona tule tupicha twenye dem amekaa hivi alafu nasema ati hivi ndio yuko kwa rorashio na wajue kwamba kinga kwa hao atakona. Sasa hizo characteristics I think in my time in leadership and pia kwa ministry, I would tell when you're faking something. She's not perfect, yes. Si ati natafuta ati hapa kwa 100 hapa. Okay, does she have what it takes to become a wife? And during the first date, I would say being a pastor and being prayerful and all that, I took that risk. But not only a risk, but also I said, this is the one. This is the one. Because when you come into marriage, you don't just come in. There must be a match at some point in terms of maturity. Yeah. And the most important thing kutaka kujua huyu akikuja hata kwa upande wangu ama upande, na nikajua hii ni team yangu mbaya sana. Team yangu mbaya sana. Yeah.
For me, maybe from the first date, from just the experience that we had from before, it was a man. Okay, you see, sitaki kutumia ile jina natumianga, lakini you see, when you're a lady and you've grown knowing, like you've grown up knowing to be so independent, you come out sometimes to the person who is not supposed to be your husband as very strong. So sometimes that strong personality in me comes out. So for me to get someone who tones down that strong personality, I was like, hey. You even call yourself for a video, you're like, is this you? Because even when I started, like now we started dating and all, my friends, my close friends were like, we? Yani ni ume tone down hivyo, because he makes me tone down. Some of us can be very fast and very strong-willed. So for me to get a man from the word go, that even paying for me a ticket, I had to refund. Ndo usikae ni kama you own me ama you're thinking I cannot, you see. So
unaona kwa nini hiyo ndo lazima irudi?
So for me, that is what stood out for me from him, and he does it with so much humility and so much love. If there was something that would have made me run away as fast as possible, is the celeb thing, but I won't lie to you, I never saw it. I actually would see it when we go somewhere and people are like, Pastor Andrew or Andrew from Melodies. I'm like, oh, by the way, this guy I'm working with is a celeb. I'm like, hiya, is it me who forgets? But it's because he never comes to me like that. And for me, that was the best thing. Having a leader, having a head, and now especially having a priest, spiritually, someone who is sane and someone who is actually being led of God. To me, that was everything.
Watu wanafanya dating for status ama for fame ama wacha niweke poa, kuonekana. Na ndaisema hivi, as much as lazima upate mtu, kitu ya kwanza ndio hii, wewe lazima ukuwe mtu. So ya pili ndasema tena, ukitaka mtu wa maana lazima ukuwe mtu wa maana. So people are not working on themselves, meaning people do not even know themselves. People don't know themselves. People are not working on themselves, meaning by the time they are coming to dating, they are entering into it for their friends' sake, for people to see, to update your status and all that, uonekane pia una date na nini. But by the end of the day, haujakuja kugundua kabla nipate mtu nafaa ni work on myself, because Bible inasema you finds a wife. Now the difference is you can find a girl, you can find a lady, you can find a woman, but the Bible says a wife. A wife is not a woman. A wife is a person of the female gender that is molded into becoming a helper to a man with a vision, not just any man. You understand? So do we have ladies who are already molding themselves to become helpers to a man with a vision, or we have ladies who are molding themselves into becoming spendthrifts to a man who already has a vision? So muambe madem hivi, jua kitu moja, unataka chali yako na gari, chali yako na nyumba, chali yako na job. Unajua chali yake andika vision yake ya kwamba nitakuwa na gari, nitakuwa na, unajua uko pate hiyo vision yake, na ndio ukuje ufitin kwa vision yake, lazima pia wewe ukuwe na eyesight ya kuona vision yake. But most people wanaingia dating wanaingia blind. Aya, tuende kwa maboy. Wewe ni boy, huna job ama uko na job, do yenye una get haikutoshi, which definitely haitosha kila mtu, but kuna kitu yote una build, unasema hii na build yangu na mama, hata kama yuko ama hayuko, hii na build ndio familia yangu, tukienda family ina hii, ama bado tu umejiweka kiboy, unadunga kiatu ya 7,000, alafu umeka yani from top to bottom umevaa ngiri 15 ama ngiri mbao, unaishi hao ya ngiri 8, na bado unasema unataka kuwa na msupa. Hauko serious. Na nakwambia unless kama umekudopoa. But if you're a visionary as a man, first things first. Ladies don't come first. The moment a lady comes into a young man's life, a young man who is not yet established, what they come to do, wanakuwa ni kama gari vile inatumia kama mafuta. Whether unataka ama utaki, lazima weke nini? Hiyo gari mafuta. So, if you're young and you're not yet established, soma, jijenge kijob, jijue. Then after hapo, ukisema una bring mtu mwingine kwa nini on the table, unajua huyu mtu ataspend do, nitaspend do na yeye. Lakini nikispend do yangu na yeye, na mjenga akwe wangu. You understand? Sasa maboy wangapi saa hizo kwa 29 ama 28? Alijenga demu mwingine akiwa 24, akajenga demu mwingine kwa 25, akajenga mwingine kwa 20. Yani amejengea wasema demu wao, alafu asona kama na get demu ashaundwa, yani wewe umetumika tu kama mjenzi. Maboy pia wachanuke bana. You understand? Lakini because mimi nikiaddress hizi vitu si addressing from one angle, na the addressing from both. Do everybody I get right. Una get? So blanda wanadu saa hizi. Unaona hii blanda kubwa hata imefanyika ni WhatsApp status. Kwa sababu wase hawaishigi life yao. Hapo ndo wase uventia, na hapo ndo wase ushow off, na kile wana show off hawana. So kuwa tu wewe. Una understand? Mimi nikiingia Instagram siko natafuta madem. Nikiingia Facebook nilikuwa Facebook siko natafuta madem. But sasa nilimuona, nilikaa nikaona okay. Thank you to Instagram. But again, thank you thanks to the Lord. But the bigger thing is get it right. And the only way to get it right, know yourself. Date yourself first. Most people in dating don't even know themselves. If you do not know yourself, then you'll be unable to date someone in the correct way. Yeah.
So like what my baby has said, you need to at least allow yourself grow into knowing yourself. Most of us are not even growing into knowing themselves before you get to know someone else. In the same measure, ukaboeka ukiwa peke yako, na kwambia unakuja kubombaka huyo mtu mwingine utapatana na yeye. Unaleta boredom in his life because yourself, you're even boring on yourself. You don't even know yourself. You're not even interested to know yourself. How will you be interested to know your partner? So every day you're growing. Get in touch with your inner man. That inner man that God is growing every day. So that hata ukileta kitu, anakuja najua penye neza feel, na mimi nakam najua penye neza mfilia. And then eventually you realize both of you now are, when you get together, you can only grow and get better. Because amkupatana mkiwa stagnant, amkupatana mkiwa empty. Each one of us, because I'll ask him, hey, by the way, I found you doing this. Are you still doing? How can I help you? He found me doing something. So there's something that each one of us came with in this earth. Before you get to know someone else, get to know yourself first. For our engagement, it was somewhere very special. Again, we went back to Mombasa. But now I knew that time because we were dating and we were courting and all. He was going to introduce me to their church in Mombasa. Now it was like introduction because we had done in town. We were going to Mombasa now for introduction. Now what I didn't know is that in Mombasa it was my engagement. So naona to me bado I'm a bit blinded. I'm not thinking so much the way Edna thinks. So mimi nikaambiwa twende. It was actually after Aurora show. Twende Mombasa. Mimi nikajua ya tunaenda introduction ya Maximum Miracle Center Mombasa. So I'm okay. Tukaenda, you know it's ministry. For me ministry tell me pack we go. Me I don't question the work of God. I don't question. So we just went. Only for me to know, yes, introduction for Mombasa was there. Only for me to know that he had organized something. Actually, everyone was supposed to be in our lineup for our wedding was actually had traveled the night before to Mombasa, and they were somewhere. It was actually at home, so the surprise was at home in Mombasa. So when I reached there, I didn't know. Have you ever had that moment of surprise? You're like, wait, am I dreaming? I mean, am I in Nairobi or Mombasa? Because everyone I would have loved to be in the engagement was there. And that's when he proposed, and from there, now the shock was still there. Then we had to come back Monday to go job, so we came back and everything. Then from there, that's when the wedding plans now kicked off and all that, because now we had done Rorashio. Now you see the process, just following the process, the right and correct process before God and even before man. So we started planning our wedding and all, and as these are two worlds coming together, it was not easy, but we would say there's no process that is ever easy, because you see, he has been an entity by himself and I have been. So putting our heads together, we just like twende tukiagree. It was not a stressful process for us, but it's never easy. But yeah, and the wedding came. It was beautiful according to us. We thank God. It was, but the most important is the marriage that we're in right now. The most important for us is the marriage. Everything else was a process, from friendship to dating to courting and now to wedding, marriage. Now the marriage for me is everything. Yes.
Also sema marriage ni hard. In my entire life sijiona kitu simple. Sawa? But as much as ni hard, biz ni hard, but inaleta do, inakubamba. Chuo ilikuwa hard, inakupatia results, inakubamba. Una plan event ni hard, ikikupatia results, inakubamba. So, marriage ni fun. Marriage ni poa. Like any other place kuna challenges, ndio kunazo kwa marriage. So tuache kufanya marriage ikae ni kama prison nyingine yenye unapataga time ya kutoka hapana. Maze tunaongea kuhusu unakaa na mtu mwenye unapenda. Mtu mwenye umenoki, mtu mwenye ulikuwa umependa, mtu mwenye umenoki, umempenda, umefall in love na yeye, nini nafanya kwa hard kukaa na yeye, unless kama mliingia alafu nyote wote mawili mkaanza kukosa akili. So kwa hizo challenges, what do you do? Mnasikizana ni aje, kunaendaga hivi. Mimi ni kijam na jamigiaje anajua. So ni simple. Wazazi wetu kitambo hawakuwa na hizi maprima tunaenda na nini. Walidu nini? Unachorea spouse wako nini? Ka diagram. Unaona hapa hivi. Mimi ni kijam nivuke hapa na kwa ngori. Mother hako anavu na wale kama hawakukaa. Mbona sisi inakuwa ni hard? Ni kwa sababu we want the fullness of us to be revealed. It's impossible.
Yeah.
There are parts of me that are not good, and the moment she tames them, I become a better person. The moment I tame her, yes, she becomes a better person. Guess what? Those two things that we are taming in each other is what made us at some point in life fail as we were single. But right now we have come together, we've been able to tame those characteristics. Tuko poa. So, marriage, kukana haka kadem. Hiyo ni moto my friend. Hiyo ni kali. The only thing nataka kuchange saa hizi. Tumapacha hivi alafu. Yes, Juu, combination yetu tutolea kandoli kengine. Aka tueni kandoli ni kasweet sana. Yeah. But for me, marriage is mwah. If you do it with the person you love and a friend also. Kamresh, Kamrembo, Kadem Kamain. Anyway, baby, I would like to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm so in love with you. I appreciate every moment, every minute, every time we spend together. And I want us to build this empire called the Youngs, Kenya, together. And nothing or anything will ever compare to you in my life. You remain to be my number one in everything. And always, I'll be always there to be your husband, to be your protector, your priest, and above everything, to support you in everything that you do. I love you and will forever love you. Haya. Baby.
Having you in my life has been the best gift ever, because ever since you came into my life, I've become a better person, and I would never choose or trade you for anything. Thank you for being the man you have been in my life, for being my priest, my head, my friend, the love of my life, and the best dad, even to our son and to our children who will come. I know. Thank you, and I love you, and may the Lord continue leading you even as you lead me, and I'm forever grateful to submit under you and to be your helper and to be in your life. You've made me a better person, and I choose even today again to love and to honor you and to be there for you no matter what, in every season, day in, day out. Always know there's one person who will never let you go. From God, then me. I'll never let you go. And I love you so much.
Love you, baby.
Thank you.